You don't need to be glued to CNBC to understand the economy feels incredibly shaky right now. Every conversation I have with clients, colleagues, and fellow business owners, it's the same thing. Everyone can feel the uncertainty, even if the numbers don't quite show it just yet. This uncertainty is leading to people to play it safe and stay on the sidelines, but I'm here to tell you that this is not the time to play prevent defense. In fact, if you play the game simply not to lose, you are almost certain to end up losing at the end. You need to play to win, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that by detailing 5 low-cost yet incredibly high-leverage marketing strategies your company must pursue if it wants to come out ahead and better than ever during this time of economic uncertainty. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bailey Canning. I'm an independent full-stack marketing strategist based in Denver, Colorado, working with my clients on branding, web design and development engagements, and ongoing marketing retainers. All right, we don't have any time to waste, so let's just get right into it. The first thing you must begin doing, I would argue this is completely non-negotiable, especially during this time of economic uncertainty, and that is going to be to consistently produce and create video content just like I'm doing right here. It literally doesn't cost you any money. All you need is your phone and you're good to go. And it is the highest leverage marketing activity you can pursue because today, content is simply the currency that modern marketing runs on. If you're not consistently producing videos, then you have no way of getting found. And if you can't get found, then essentially your company doesn't exist. I recommend focusing on 2 platforms. That way you spread your bases out. I think long-form YouTube content is non-negotiable, especially if you are a high-ticket B2B professional service company. Those are the types of clients I work with. That is going to be necessary for creating an evergreen content library that your prospective buyers are going to be searching for when they're in the market for the services of your company. And then I would recommend focusing on one of the other social platforms, whether that be LinkedIn if you're B2B, or Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok if you're B2C. And the great thing is, if you're already producing long-form video content like this, you can simply repurpose it into short-form clips and be consistently posting on social media every single day. You can't just produce one video and say it doesn't perform well and then give up and say that this doesn't work. Consistency is what compounds here, and ultimately it is the input that is going to result in the output. So think of it like going to the gym. If you just went to the gym one time and you were upset that you weren't able to bench press 225 pounds and you were tired 10 minutes into it and then you never went back, but then a month later you were shocked that you weren't more muscular, then it's just a ridiculous concept, quite frankly. The same thing applies to content creation. It is all about consistency and the consistent effort and input. That is what is going to result in results. Second thing we must talk about here is the fact that I estimate 90% of your competitors at least are going to be cutting marketing staff and budgets during this time of economic uncertainty. But I would strongly urge you to do the exact opposite. And by that, I mean doubling down and investing even more. Now, of course, this is not financial advice. Don't run up debt on a business credit card. That's not at all what I'm telling you to do. But for example, if you have a rainy day fund saved up in your business, this is the time to use it, because when companies slash ad budgets, it results in more ad inventory on platforms like Google or Meta your company can take advantage of. Also, along with the fact that there's going to be fewer competitors in your space actually advertising to your prospective clients and customers. And it's not just me saying this. There are several business studies that indicate that companies that invest more in marketing and advertising during economic slowdowns and recessions actually see far greater results. The third low-cost yet high-leverage marketing strategy I would recommend you pursue is going to be to revisit your website. So maybe when you first launched the website, it was just a one-page site which you had plans to expand on, or maybe it was a 5-page website which you also had plans to expand on, but regardless, you just never got around to doing it. But if you find yourself with more time during this economic slowdown, I highly recommend you revisit your website because your website is a fixed asset. Invest in it one time and it's going to continue to pay dividends for months, if not years. It's not something like an advertising budget where you need to consistently reinvest into to see results. If there are missing pages you know your website needs to have, whether that be individual service pages, a consultation page, case study pages, add those to the website ASAP. You also want to take the time to audit your messaging, revise the copy, edit the call to actions, really think about how your prospective clients and customers are reading through the website. Also, you want to maybe revisit the visuals. Anything you can do to improve your website is going to allow you to convert more visitors into prospective clients. Real quick, if you're getting value out of this video and you would like to schedule a meeting with myself so that I can help you implement the marketing action items I'm talking about today, jump on a call with me. There's a link in the description where you can book a 45-minute strategy call with yours truly. I'll take the time to learn more about your company, its competitors, its industry. And based on everything you tell me, I'll help you outline a comprehensive marketing strategy so you can generate more leads, grow your online awareness, and of course, grow revenue. So if that's interesting to you, check out the link in the description. And without further ado, let's get back into the video. Now is also the time to invest in evergreen content resources. By that, I'm talking about lead magnets that are going to allow visitors to enter into your marketing system. And that way, based on the next strategy I'm going to talk about, you're going to have a very clear, repeatable, yet low-cost way to consistently follow up with potential prospects and nurture them into paying clients. That means case studies and or portfolio projects. So while everyone else's website in your space is focused on talking about how great they are and everything they can do for you, your website needs to actually show results in how you can actually do that. Now is the time to actually create excellent case studies that demonstrate the results you deliver to your clients and customers. The second thing I would recommend you do here is to invest in gated lead magnet content. This is what's going to allow people to get into your marketing ecosystem so you can follow up with them later. But you need to start to have an entry point offer in your marketing system so that you can actually get your visitors' contact information and have permission to follow up with them. This is key because it's estimated that 90% of all prospective buyers in any market are not ready just yet to move on to the sale. Conversely, about 10% of the market is ready to move forward with setting up a consultation or something similar at any given time. That's why you need an offer targeting at 90% because that's the most overlooked segment of the entire market. The next marketing channel you must begin to invest in is going to be email marketing, which, believe it or not, is the highest return on investment marketing channel. It's been that way for decades, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Email marketing doesn't cost a lot, especially if you have a small email list. Probably will be only a couple $100s per year. And the key thing here is that your email list is full of prospective clients who've downloaded your lead magnets, as well as colleagues and current and past clients that you want to stay top of mind in, so that way you can leverage referrals down the line. Regardless, the email marketing list is an asset your company owns that it can communicate directly to rather than through an intermediary such as Meta, where honestly, you're always going to be at risk of algorithm changes that could cut the amount of impressions you receive by 95% overnight. And if you're doing what I already said in step one to create video content, that easily becomes a weekly email to the list so you can deliver value to people and educate them directly. Finally, the clients and prospects that are on your email marketing list are going to be the lowest in the funnel, and they're going to be the ones that are most likely to actually move forward with a sale. So that's why you need to focus your efforts on email marketing, because it's what's going to allow you to actually convert prospects into clients. The key idea here was to give you 5 marketing strategies and channels to focus on that are incredibly low cost, yet can deliver significantly outside returns. Hopefully this video has given you guidance on how to market your company during economic uncertainty, and hopefully you implement this exact game plan so that you can come out on top, because this is when everyone gets scared, companies slash ad budgets, they lay off staff, but if you can stay the course and even double down down if possible, then you're gonna have a winning hand to play when everything's said and done. If you like what I said in this video and you wanna talk about how to implement this marketing game plan during these times of economic uncertainty, book a strategy call, link in the description, and if you're qualified, you'll be able to book time directly on my calendar.